we're back with a tier list, and we've gone something a bit different than the previous two videos. We've gone with MCU heroes, and I'm going to put them from S tier down to F. We're going to absolutely smash this, and if you enjoy this video, send it to a friend, give it a big bag of subscribes if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Cheers it out. Right, so here we are, let's have a look then. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 Marvel superheroes. It seems to me like they've gone with the main big dogs from like the earlier phases. And we're gonna rate these from S tier to F tier. And I'm gonna put a little bit of an explanation from myself into this. Sorry, my glasses are a bit blurry. Let's go. So we're going to start with 4. And I want to specify one quick thing though, guys. I'm not going to just go from like how cool the character is. I'm going to judge him on how the character is in the films, how good the films are. It's going to be something more than just, oh my god, it's 4, bang an S. Do you get what I mean? We're going to go with 4 though first. And I love Thor. I thought Thor Ragnarok is still one of my best MCU movies ever. I think it's unreal, that film. The first 2 films are just forgettable. Not interested in either. Not even the third. Like, I know there's a group out there that probably like the first Thor film. I don't. The Dark World is horrific. And to be fair, the 4th one, Love and Thunder, was so bad as well. But Thor as a character is badass. Like when he comes in Infinity War after he gets his new hammer at his ace. I'm going to surprise a few of you guys, but I'm going to go with B. Like, I love Thor. I just think there's better. And I've got to go off that. So I'm going to go with B. Doctor Strange. See, I love Doctor Strange. I actually really enjoyed Multiverse of Madness. I preferred it to the first one, the first Doctor Strange film. I don't get the disappointment. Like, I understand why people have got disappointment. I don't get like why, as a standalone film, people are upset. Gives you all what you need. I think the issue is with Marvel films nowadays is that people have got so high expectations on these films now that these films can just never live up to those expectations anymore. Like, there was so much hype on about like 100 cameos and, you know, Tom Cruise is going to play Iron Man in it. Like, no. Like, just dial it down a bit. Like, you think it took us 10 years to get to that moment of Avengers Assemble in Endgame. And look how good that felt when it paid off. No, they're not going to give us everything all at once. They're going to slowly just drop a little bit of a tease now and again. If you actually just sit back and watch Multiverse of Madness, you actually realise it's a really good film. And he does a great part in Spider-Man No Way Home as well. I am going to put him in B also. I love Doctor Strange. But there's just better. Mantis. I like Mantis. I do. But she is a forgettable character. Doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, when I look at Guardians, she is like one of the last ones I think of when it comes to Guardians. I'm not going to be too mean. I am going to go D. I just... She's okay. She's alright. Ant-Man. Ant-Man, guys. See, I love Ant-Man. He's, to be fair, Paul Rudd's a great actor. I think he's the perfect guy to play Ant-Man. I think he does a great job in it. Like the first Ant-Man film's great. Second one's alright, but I feel like the second one was needed, obviously, to build the storyline and how like it helped with the events of Endgame and stuff like that. I think this next Ant-Man film is going to be unbelievable. We've got Kang the Conqueror in it. It's going to be good. I'm going to go with C on Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man, but there's better out there. Captain Marvel. That film is so crap. I won't lie to you. It is horrific. I don't understand why they ever brought in Captain Marvel. I don't get it. like I understand they're slowly going into the Marvels out there. They've already got Miss Marvel with a TV show and stuff, but I just don't understand how like they went through all the events in Infinity War and Endgame, and she just comes at the end and just smashes through the entire spaceship, and it's just not for me. She's worse than Mantis. I'm going E. Not interested in Captain Marvel whatsoever. Is that Black Panther? Okay. I just want to specify. I'm gonna go with the picture. Who is Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther? I thought he was awesome as Black Panther. When they introduced him in Civil War, I thought, my God, this guy's so cool. The first film's good. I don't think either Black Panther films are amazing. I think they're both solid, great action films. But they're not perfect, you know what I mean? I'm slowly putting... I love Chadwick, I do, and it's so sad to see him go. But I'm going to go B as well. I just feel like he's on that tier. Like, I haven't hit someone that's, like, higher than that. Iron Man! Whoa! I don't think they could have picked a better actor to play Iron Man than Robert Downey Jr. This guy is the perfect Tony Stark. I think they did his story to perfection. They did his story to perfection. I love Iron Man, and I think the way they ended it was how it should have been, because he started it, and I'm going S tier. I feel like if you go anything less than S, you are insulting Robert Downey Jr.'s performance as Iron Man. Unbelievable. The Hulk. See, I want to put Hulk higher than B. I do. I can't, because I do feel like that the lack of content they've actually done with the Hulk. I understand that that another studio partially owns it. That's why he can't have his own solo movie. But I do love the Hulk. I'm gonna go B. Like if he was able to have more solo films, Mark Ruffalo as Hulk would have been ace as his own solo film. I would have put him in A, but no. Black Widow. Maybe I'm being a bit biased here because my love for Scarlett Johansson. Stop it. I wasn't a fan of the film. I thought the Black Widow film was crap. I thought they did a terrible job with Taskmaster. Is it Taskmaster? Sorry, Taskmanager. Taskmaster. What's his name? I've already forgot his name. Anyway, I'll be here all day trying to think of the name. I've already forgot it already. I thought the film was crap. I won't lie to you, but as her as a storyline, I thought she did great. I thought like they introduced her in Iron Man 2, and the development they brought into this character, and she was huge. I thought huge part, first female superhero for the Avengers, and yeah, I'm actually going A because I love Scarlett Jo and I love Black Widow, so I'm going A for that one. Winter Soldier. Now, see, Captain America: Winter Soldier is my favorite MCU film of all time. That film is beautiful. It is beautiful, and honestly, I love Winter Soldier. They have done absolutely nothing since that film. Now, Civil War was the last decent film they did with Winter Soldier. I felt like he'd gone off that show with him and Falcon. It's not great. Not a fan of it whatsoever. Like, I feel like he's so badass. He's kicking Captain America's ass, and then he's getting battered by these kids in the show. No, not feeling it. I'm going C for Winter Soldier. I like Winter Soldier, but they've dropped the ball on him. They could have had something seriously good with it. Captain America, straight S. Not even up for discussion. In my opinion, the best MCU character they've got in at the minute. I think Chris Evans has done this job perfect. Like they just couldn't have got anyone better for him. I thought he was, and I think what the development they did with that character was ace. I think obviously Iron Man, Captain America, the top two dogs out there from MCU at the minute, and I think they've done an absolutely terrific job with him. So yeah, Captain America, my favourite superhero as well, so I'm maybe going to be a little bit biased. Drax is so underrated, isn't he? Like, he is. I love Drax. I think he is absolutely hilarious. See, it's really hard to put him above all the B ones, but I really want to because I love Drax. I think Drax's screen time is always noticed better. I always feel like everyone appreciates him very well, and it's going to be sad to see him go because we know Dave Bautista's leaving after Guardians 3, so it's probably going to lead to Drax dying in Guardians 3, which is sad. I'm going to be biased. Again, this is my list, guys. You guys are all going to say that you don't agree because we've got Thor and Doctor Strange uniting B. But I love Drax. Like, Drax is one of the main characters I look for in Guardians. I think, considering they was at first trying to make this character really serious and that, his natural ability to be funny was so good though. He is so good. So I'm putting Drax in A. I think Drax is great. Hawkeye. They have done absolutely nothing with Hawkeye, haven't they? Since the beginning, I don't feel like they've really done much with what Hawkeye. Then I feel like, no disrespect, I think Jeremy Renner's done the best he could with it. I don't doubt his ability, and I really hope, as a human being, he's doing okay after his accident. But as an actor, I feel like he's absolutely hit the limit of it. He's done so good, but Hawkeye is a very limited character, and I am going to put Hawkeye in D. I think the show was pretty good. It was good, but nothing serious. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is one of those characters that came from nothing and has developed more than any other character, I think, in the MCU. To go from the very first beginning when we first saw her, I know we saw her in the end credit scenes of Civil War, or was it Winter Soldier? No, it was Winter Soldier, because she was in Civil War. She was in the end credit scenes of Winter Soldier, and for like 10 seconds, you don't really see much of her, and then see the development she was in Age of Ultron, throw the character she is from Age of Ultron, all the way from WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness, is absolutely incredible. In my opinion, I'm putting Wanda as an S tier. I think she has been one of those characters that you can't take your eyes off whenever she's on screen. I think she has done an absolutely incredible job, and I just absolutely love it. WandaVision is my favourite MCU TV show that they've got so far. It was awesome. I couldn't wait for the next episode every single week. That show was brilliant, in my opinion. No doubt in my mind, S tier, and I feel like she is only just getting started, and we have got more Wanda coming soon. War Machine. Not really that fussed about War Machine. I feel like it's quite forgettable. I'm going to move past this quite quickly. I feel like obviously they changed the actors from Iron Man 1 to Iron Man 2. I think War Machine was pretty cool, but yeah, just I'm gonna put him in D. I just don't like Captain Marvel whatsoever. I just feel like he doesn't deserve that. I don't mind anybody. Again, I'm not that fussed if he's there. Groot. We've got multiple Groots here. That picture alone looks like from Infinity War when he's playing his game and he realises that Thor needs a hammer. So it's like a teenage Groot. I like Groot. I do. I think they did a pretty good job with what they did. Obviously, and he says, "I am Groot" all the time, and I think they've done a good job. I'm gonna put Groot in C. I think he's, especially Baby Groot in Guardians 2, he's a little cutie, isn't he? I like him, bless him. But I feel like there's not much else they can do with that character. I think they've done a good job with him, considering. Is that another Iron Man? That's an Ant-Man, sorry. Is that Ant-Man again? We're going to leave that one because it's Ant-Man again, I think. So, what's the point of doing another Ant-Man? We're going to go Gamora. See, I like Gamora in the Guardians, so I think she's great. How can you not love Zoe Saldana? This woman is one of the best actors. One of the best female actors in the industry as of right now. You think she's Neytiri in Avatar films as well. Great actress. I think the development we saw in Infinity War and Endgame was great. Obviously, we've not seen her since those films. I can imagine she's going to be. To be fair, she's in the trailer for Guardians 3, so I can imagine she's going to link up with the Guardians again in Guardians 3. I like Gamora, but I'm going C. I feel like she was. She was okay, but not my cup of tea. That's the best way to put it. Rocket. See, I like Rocket. I thought Rocket was ever so funny, ever so smart. Bradley Cooper's voice for Rocket was perfect as well. I'm going Rocket for B. I love Rocket. I think he's great. And I hope to see another good performance from him in Guardians 3 as well. That's awesome. The Falcon. They introduced him into Winter Soldier, which was, again, my favourite MCU film of all time. Love it. Absolutely love that film. And he does a great part in that. He has a great part in Civil War as well. But he's quite a back burner of a character. I mean, I feel like they're going to slowly develop him into something big now. Again, I wasn't a fan of the Winter Soldier Falcon TV show. Might have to rewatch it, but it wasn't for me. But I feel like now, obviously, he is the new Captain America. They could do something big with him. But I'm going to try and judge it off what I've already seen. I can't judge him off what they could do with him just because he could be like that doesn't mean he actually will be like that. I'm going to go Falcon in D. Like, I like Falcon, but as of right now, he is quite mid, and I feel like, but there is room for improvement, and that's the most important thing. Spider-Man. They are slow burning his character to shit. Spider-Man, obviously, they hired Tom Holland when he was a young lad, and they have started him young because, as far as I'm aware, I've read on the rumours that their intentions are to do 9 Spider-Man films in the MCU for him. The first 3 are to develop him as a young one, and then he's meant to be like in his prime, kind of like an Iron Man kind of man. And then it was meant to do like 3 films where he's slowly fading out and like he's training somebody else. That's where I feel like we're not going to get Miles Morales for a long time. I reckon they're going to do 3 films on him being the big dog. And then when he's in like the other films, it's going to slowly. I don't think it'll even be Tom Holland's Spider-Man for like the last 3 trilogy. I feel like maybe like they might add like Miles Morales in like the 6th Spider-Man film, and then Miles Morales might do a trilogy after that. If they are going with 9 Spider-Man films, I can imagine if Sony are going to do an agreement with Disney on this, they're gonna go all out and want everything they can possibly get out of it. I think they did a great job with No Way Home. I feel like there was lack of story in it. I won't lie to you. And I was so disappointed in what they did with Doc Ock, because in my opinion, Doc Ock is my favourite Spider-Man villain. But I know they tried to shine Green Goblin, and did he shine? He was unbelievable in that film. But it's William Dafoe. That guy's a legend. But yeah, I just felt a bit disappointed with what they did with Doc Ock. They made him look a bit very weak, in my opinion, after how good Doc Ock is. So yeah, it's one of those things. Spider-Man, I'm going to go, as of right now, he's got the potential to be the greatest MCU superhero of all time. I think they're still very early into development with Spider-Man. I feel like they're really hitting the core of it now after No Way Home, and obviously no one knows who he is now, and he can be a true superhero. He's got his own apartment, he's got his own suit now, he's not in Tony Stark's shadow. I feel like they can develop this guy so much more, but as of right now, he's not quite S. I'm going to put him in A, because all 3 of his films have been awesome. I do think Far From Home's the weakest out of the 3, even though Mysterio was so good under Jake Gyllenhaal. But yeah, they did a great trilogy. He was awesome in the Avenger films as well, and he was in Civil War for a brief period, which is what that picture's from, because he's got Captain America's shield on. I feel like they're going to hit it. The next 3 films are going to be huge, but as of right now, he's an A tier. He's an A. We have got, that looks like Chris Pratt. It is Chris Pratt, so that is Star-Lord. We've got Star-Lord next. I love Star-Lord. I do. The Guardians films are some of my favourite MCU films ever. Like, I remember seeing the trailer back in like 2014 when Guardians was coming out, the first one, and I was like, what the hell is this? It looks useless. I went to watch it and I was like, my God, that film's good. My God, that film is good. The first one is a lot better than the second one, but the second one is still solid. It's still on par. You know what I mean? It's still fighting to be as relevant as the first one, and I think they did a good job of it. I think Star-Lord's great. They've developed him into something really good, but I think there's still something missing from him. Drax is my favourite Guardians character. He is. I'm going to put Star-Lord with Rocket in B. I love Star-Lord, I do. And he did a good job, him and Gamora, from the Infinity War, when they all, what happened and that. So, plus he did bottle it and stop the Avengers from being able to capture Thanos. And I don't forget you for that. But to be fair, the film's not great. Vision. I felt like Vision was such a forgettable character until WandaVision. I liked Vision. They made Vision look so powerful, so strong in Age of Ultron. They did a great job in showing how good this guy was in Age of Ultron. After that, though, I just felt like he was just there. You know what I mean? He was just around, even though he had the Mind Stone. And they didn't really do much with him. They showed just slightly development between him and Wanda in Civil War. And then, obviously, he died in Infinity War. But I honestly thought WandaVision was great, and it wasn't just because of Wanda. I thought Vision was so good. That show was just unbelievable. And I'm gonna go with Vision. I'm still gonna go C. I felt like, there is room for more improvement because we've got White Vision. He's out there somewhere since WandaVision. So there's still room for improvement for this to go further. But as of right now, yeah, we see. But thank you though, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tier list today with one of the best MCU characters. I know some of them are a bit like, you might be shaking your head like, what's going on here? But in my opinion, this is the list and this is the order I want to go. I have just got off my opinion. I love some of these characters, and I probably could have put some of these characters up a bit more of the pecking order. But for me, the big dogs were Iron Man, Captain America, and Wanda, and so on and so on. But no, thank you though, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big bag of subscribes. Big bag of subscribes. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Cheers, big up.